Hi, everybody. Okay, first, can you guys hear us?
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear us?
Hello.
I know Swedish Mom has probably gone to bed, but it's showing 3 people. Night. I love you, Swedish Mom.
Night. Your sweet dreams.
Okay, she put a thumb up. I don't know where everybody else is. People. Have we got people hiding again?
Oh, come on. Don't be shy.
We didn't bite too hard last time, did we? I mean,
I don't think so.
I don't know. We probably drew some blood.
We could just, bite a little harder this time. Maybe that's what they like,
I don't know.
Being entitled to bite a little harder this time around.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I should not talk about entitlement.
Stranger Stories. Hey, Stranger Story.
Hey,
hello.
Hey. We're going to welcome everybody to We All Scream with the Horror Honeyz. And with me is Bansheeba, the Banshee of 1,000 creepypastas.
Hi. And the woman with the lethal hair rollers, Dame Saturday.
Hello, your Lady Grim Reaper is here. Seems to be us 3 this time, isn't it?
Yes. Goebbels. Oh, goodness. And as you can see, we don't have Mary here today. She had to go out of town for work, so it's okay. We're good. She'll be back. She's okay. Nothing's wrong with her. Hello, amazing, the amazing what the fuck. I don't know why I have to say that all the way out. I just, every time I say it, I have to say it all the way. We've got Stranger Stories. We've got the amazing what the fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Do we have a guest yet, or is it still a question?
We have another, Leonard Barton. Hello.
Hi, Leonard Barton.
Hello.
We all know. You have a good weekend too, Swedish Mom. We love you to death. We've missed you.
Yes.
Yes.
We are.
She's everybody's mom.
She's everybody's mom. She's everybody's mom. She's everywhere. I swear. I'll go into a stream and I'll be going into a premiere and all of a sudden, which mom's there? I didn't even know you knew who this was. Mom gets around in a good way. In a good way.
Yes.
We are continuing our movie review of the Nightmare on Elm Street series. Yes, all the love. Look at all those hearts.
Yes.
I love those hearts. But first, and I'm not going to be as good as Patches, but remember to like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell to get more people in here. Right now, YouTube is not promoting live streams the way they had been because of things that are going on outside of the YouTube preview and purview. And they're scared that people are going to say something that may put them in a bad light, so they're not, and because they can't control live streams the way they think they should, I guess. They're not promoting them the way that they used to. So we ask you to share this out so we can get more people in here.
Yes.
And get more people listening so that we can have a better conversation with everybody. Yes. Well, Mary P. may be stuck in Bathsheba's closet, but I thought she was under the bed.
Me too.
She likes to start underneath the bed, and then she'll drop into the closet. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, don't forget the tool shed. She loves that.
Oh, tool sheds are fun.
Yes.
It's like going to Home Depot.
Yes.
Party on aisle 7. Our question for today, and this is one that Dame Saturday and I came up with last night, believe it or not.
Yes.
What is your favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie, and which one do you hate the most?
Yes. Come on. Don't be afraid to get critical here. Tell us. Be free. That's the whole point of this live stream. Just tell us exactly how you feel.
Yes. Before we get into that, let's see who's in the chat, like we haven't already been doing that. Leonard Barton, the amazing what the fuck. You took her out of there and put her in the closet.
You've been busy, huh?
Sounds like it. We've got more people coming in, don't we?
Give them time.
Yeah. I'm popping out the lurker list, guys. Stranger Stories, The Amazing What the Fuck, Swedish Mom, and Leonard Barton. Which closet did you lock her in? That might be the problem. Ribbit.
I know Davy Jones' locker is a very famous one.
Favorite Nightmare on Elm Street was the one in the sweater. Oh, funny.
Honestly.
Funny.
Oh, funny. I was like, this, not that, you demented, sick, twisted woman, you.
I'm sitting here thinking, which one is, oh, good grief, that's every single one of them.
Oh, good gracious. Come on, you gotta do better than that.
No, I'm naked. That would scare anybody.
You can't see it, but Aunt Sheba is naked with us today.
You tease.
I read something this morning that I didn't know, and I was reading, I don't know why, okay? I was in Heather Langenkamp's biography, and I was reading that she actually thanks John Saxon for being a big influence in her as a starting actress and getting her started in acting, and being a huge mentor. And I think that's kind of cool. And I think that comes across on the screen, that they have that really close, even though they're playing a father-daughter character, I think they come off really as having a close relationship when they're on the screen. So, yeah.
That's sweet in its own little way.
Oh my gosh. You know, you guys crack me up every week, I swear. Okay, so we want to do a commercial here, or are we gonna not do one this week? La 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 la.
Here we go.
Feeling trapped and alone?
Tired of being sick and tired?
Then there's a place for you.
Hidden deep in the forest by a fresh lake, nestled by snow-capped mountains, is the commune. Enjoy life surrounded by friends and nature.
A truly safe environment.
Albuquerque.
And when the sun goes down, we all get down and watch the sparks fly. Don't hesitate and send in your application today.
Open yourself for new experiences, imagery, sounds, and for me, Indulge in the best. You deserve it. I deserve it. We all deserve it at the Commune. Albuquerque.
Take one of those massages right now.
Yeah, me too.
Your cat broke the plunger?
How is that possible?
Wow, what is wrong with your cat? I mean, seriously.
You gotta catch that on tape.
My kitten
scared.
likes to eat the toilet brush, but I've never heard of a cat breaking up a toilet plunger.
I'm scared. That scares me.
I know cats like to attack toilet paper, but it's not good at this time.
Oh, yeah. It's well, right now there are some people who have more toilet paper than they know what to do with it.
Big kitty attack kitty. Is it a bobcat? Amazing! What the fuck? Do you have a bobcat in your house?
Really, seriously. Or maybe it's one of those coon kitties I keep hearing about.
Oh, the Maine Coon.
Yeah, the Maine Coon kitties.
Oh, yes.
They're usually pretty tame, though. I used to have one, and he wasn't like, all that. I don't know.
Well, I think it comes down to what we were talking about a while back about, it depends on the environment and how they're raised, how they're cared for, and if they're loved.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot that has to do with that.
He's just a chungus. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Aww.
It's okay.
We can go visit. He's just a chungus. All right, gotcha.
It's okay. I love all animals, big and small. As long as it's a gentle giant.
So let's get back into our boogeymen. I think we left off when we were talking about how Nancy, in all the movies that she's in, her dress makes her look, the way the camera likes her, it makes her look innocent. It makes her look like the final girl, the heroine she is.
I think it really helped establish that trope by those movies alone, and that's why we have that type of stereotype that we like to rely on. But we're evolving past that. We're making progress, but there's some people that still like to fall on that sort of thing,
Well, it's like they've got Nancy is good and Freddy is evil. And so it's good versus evil. It's the same story we've been telling for eons. It's good versus evil.
Yes.
Every story, literally every story, comes down to good versus evil in some way.
Yes, it's just done in a different style now.
You don't always know on the first look of it, but it's there. We had also talked about how Heather had only seen Burnt Offerings, which is a 1979 horror movie. And the actress who played Tina had never seen a horror movie before. Hi!
Hey, Sojin!
How you doing, Sojin?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, Sojin in his house.
You're in his house. His house. His house.
So Tina starts putting things together at the beginning of the movie, but she doesn't last very long.
No. No, definitely not.
Well, if she had watched horror movies, she would have known that it was coming. But no.
Well, and
which is what happens when you don't educate yourself properly.
This is what happens when you don't educate your children. Cthulhu happens. I mean, wait a minute. Freddy happens.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But in the scene where she dies, and this is throughout the series, this comes up.
Hi, Pet.
Hi, Pet Fox Arts.
Hello.
Why is it so hard for me to say that?
You're in his house.
You're not late.
His house.
Pet, you're never late to a stream.
You're never late. You're never late.
Mm-hmm.
Can I scratch your ears?
On and on, and it keeps happening throughout the series, is when Freddy's killing someone and you're looking at it from the outside of the dream, it looks very much like a possession. Some of the classic possession things, being dragged upon the ceiling. Again, we talked about the rotating room that they love to use for these movies. Mm-hmm. I think that actually is. I think that's actually where the rotating room got used the most and got started in so many movies, because people saw how versatile it was.
Yes, it was. It was very helpful, and you have to admire that it was pretty good for its time. Mm-hmm. Way back in the 1980s for special effects, it was really good for its time because they didn't rely on CGI as much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Hardly at all. Or actually use some puppets for their work and all sorts of effects.
Oh, the only puppets that were being used were Freddy's victims with the tendons. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Well, no, they had.
No, I'm kidding.
We're gonna get into that, but Harry. I can't think of his last name. Harry. He's a famous stop motion, sci-fi, and horror special effects master. Harry. See, I know him by his first name, and I don't know his last name.
We'll just call him Harry for now.
But you see, he did the skeleton in was it Dream Warriors? It was Dream Warriors. He did the skeleton in the skeletons in Army of Darkness.
Oh, those were good.
It's stop motion. He did the original Clash of the Titans.
Oh my God, I remember watching that.
Some of the creatures that you see in there, including the Aphrodite's son that's so gross and ugly and all that, including him, were done with his stop motion work. So yeah, people don't know these people that are behind the scenes, and they're amazing talents.
Yes.
And they're actually coming back because people are complaining that the CGI is being overdone a lot.
Yeah. And you really should limit yourself a little bit on the CGI. We know when it's being overdone and not really realistic.
Well, when you can look at it and go, that's CGI, it's too much.
Yes, just tone it down with the green screens, please.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yes.
We got Rod in this after Tina's killed. Rod jumps out the window. Now I don't know why the fuck he did this, because it made him look really guilty. But he's like, there was somebody else in the room. Well, yeah, there was somebody else in the room, but you could see him because, well, he was in her dream. And now he's coming to get you. No Tide Pods.
No.
No Tide Pods. We use those for laundry, not midnight snacks.
Yes. That's a big difference.
You use the blue screen. So we got to see Freddy almost kill Rod in the cell when they pick him up, and there's the scene where he catches Nancy on her way to school, and her father uses her as bait to catch him. And I think her outrage in that scene, I think that speaks for every teenage girl's outrage when their parents use them to catch somebody who isn't the bad one, but that their parents think is a bad influence.
Yeah,
I mean, every teenage girl
some conflicts.
Every teenage girl's been through that, or at least everyone I've ever known. I don't know about boys. You guys will have to tell me if the guys go through that too. Do they?
In some special cases, yes, I would have to say.
Ow! Oh my God! Ambush
okay?
key! God dang it! Yes.
Ooh.
Freaking cat.
Maybe Freddy possessed it. Who knows?
Yeah. Teenage girls are outraged just for being outraged. They kitty. But yeah, and you know, there were actually there were some really good scenes there. There's a special on YouTube, and I can't remember the name of it. Dame, I think you put the link up.
Oh yes, it was a documentary.
Yeah, it was going back now to where they filmed the first movie.
Yes.
To the house there.
Awesome.
And, you know, I actually misspoke last week. I was talking about the door on the house. And I said in all the movies except for the first movie, the door is red. Well, if you go to Freddy versus Jason, at the beginning of that movie, the door is the original colors. It's blue and white. It turns red later in the movie, but it is blue and white right there at the beginning. Which, again, I thought was interesting. And the house is restored from what we saw in 3, 4, and 5. 3, 4, and 5. And 6. Remember how the house kind of gets decrepit in those movies?
Yeah. Yes, it does.
Yeah. And Freddy versus Jason, it's been restored to its former beauty. It really is a nice house.
Only to be ravaged again. No.
Well,
everything in it.
Yeah.
Everyone in it.
Yes.
Even Freddy himself.
And that's something that comes up later in the movies too. But you see where we talked about Nancy being taken by her mom to the dream clinic, which were a big thing then. I mean, they're still around, but they're not as big as popular as they used to be. But we see foreshadowing with Nancy there, because she literally asks them, isn't there a drug you can give me that'll just keep me from dreaming?
Mm-hmm.
And in the third movie, she's taking a drug that'll just keep her from dreaming. And she has it prescribed for the Dream Warriors. And it keeps coming up in the later movies repeatedly. So there's a little bit of foreshadowing there, but you also see Nancy talking to Greg, and Greg gives her some information about how, I think it was the Tibetans fight dream demons.
Yes.
And he says something to the effect of, she says, what do they do if they can't wake up? They can't control the dream. Well, then they turn their backs on the demon and it goes away. And she remembers that. That's a very important conversation that you don't even realize it's that important until later in the movie. Yes, yes, yes. Opa. Yeah, it is. Yes, yes.
Yes, we cannot forget the creepy pasta story behind Tulpa. And hello, Mad Chatter! Hello, Mad Chatter!
Oh my, hello.
The Mad Chatter
Hi.
is just passing through.
You're in his house. His house. His house.
Kitty!
Kitty! Love you
Oh
too.
my God, Kitty! Hang on, I'm sorry. I gotta kick these cats out. They just knocked my mirror over. Sorry, guys, I'll be right back.
She's
Bad
having
kitty.
a kitty cat.
Okay,
She's having a kitty cat issue.
Ow! Ow!
Yes, he is.
Ow! Ow! You don't knock the mirror over.
Put a foot on me.
Yeah, tempura or tempura.
Ow! 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 Get over here! Too many cats in here! Oh! Get out! Oh!
Too many things in there. Hey,
Yes.
Dustin. Yeah, we know you're working today. You said that last night.
God.
Hey, Dustin!
You're in his house.
We're having a pretty good day, Mad Chatter. It's good to see you. We're glad you came.
Please show up more often. Come back again.
Yeah, come back again when you can stay longer.
Yes.
There's the discussion. Well, it's not so much of discussion, but you know, when you watch the first Halloween movie, you see Jamie Lee Curtis go from, you know, this mousy girl who's all stuck in her books and everything to she really blooms into a final girl when she goes after, you know, protecting the children first of all, and then to protecting herself as well using a coat hanger, which I thought was amazing. And you see the same change with Nancy, where she gets a book on booby trapping and booby traps her health. And you see her go through that process, stringing up the wire, putting in the gunpowder and the light bulb, you know, you see her go through all that. I think we talked about the best, in my opinion, the best kill in the whole movie. In the whole series, as far as I'm concerned. Greg, who was played by Johnny Depp, because Wes Craven's daughter thought he was so pretty.
Nom nom nom. I'd eat that. I'd eat that.
I think it's interesting
how
that
typical.
he's the one that has the parents that are still married. And they're worried about the influence of all of his friends who have divorced parents.
Wow.
I think that's really kind of interesting. Yeah.
Oh, we have the lovely Baron von Pasta. Hello.
Hey, Baron von Pasta. Blowtorch to heat up the doorknob. Yeah.
Oh,
that was a
yes,
good one.
classic. Did
That
that
was a
in
good
Home
one.
Alone also.
Yeah. I wonder if that kind of inspired the one in Home Alone.
I wonder too.
You know, we don't know.
Although there is a theory that Kevin McAllister grew up to become Jigsaw from the Saw series.
Ooh.
Hadn't heard that one, but
I think it's possible. Who knows?
don't know.
And I'm sure,
He had
I'm
to
sure if you
change
go
his
far enough
name.
through, it'll come back to Kevin Bacon. It always does. Just saying.
Well, you know, as
go.
Dame and I were talking last night, my favorite kill in the Jason series is Kevin Bacon.
There you go.
And I didn't know it was Kevin Bacon when he got killed either.
They're so young. Oh my
Dustin
God.
had to go.
So we
Aw,
get oh,
feel bad now. Damn it.
I love the koi fish. They're very pretty. Okay.
Yes.
So, no, we didn't forget about PA Nightmares. That's Dustin. We said hi to Dustin. We just... He became the Doom guy. No, he's not He's not... No, because...
No, he's not Pinhead. That's a whole different thing. No.
Pinhead was a World War II military officer. Another movie.
Yeah, a whole different thing.
So in the end, after she gets all these, and somebody asked last night, so the one that scared me the most was the one that had the marshmallow stairs in it. Which one was that? Well, that was the first one. It actually comes up again in A New Nightmare, but again, that's Nancy doing it, and she was going after her son. Yes, Jamie Lee Curtis is gorgeous.
She is.
She really, she still is.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's one down-to-earth woman, I do have to say, out of, you know, a lot of actresses and actors. I mean, she
Cassandra's the same way.
Oh, was it?
Oh, yes.
Who?
Cassandra. Elvira.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yes.
I'm just trying to get Elvira on TikTok. We need to start hounding Cassandra to get on TikTok. She needs to get on TikTok.
I also miss Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
She'd be a queen, a goddess there. Oh my God. Not that she isn't already, but just saying.
So, and this kind of sets up the way the rest of the movies, except for the one we're going to talk about next, end. Is Nancy takes away all the energy she gave him. She turns her back on him. He goes to kill her, and he disappears, and he's gone. And it leads into the future where we're talking about, even with Freddy versus Jason, that Freddy needs that energy, that fear, that insecurity. He needs that from the children to keep going. Even though he can't die, he needs that to be able to go after them. Batman. No, Kevin McAllister did not grow up to be Batman.
No, not possible. No.
And then we see, everybody's happy, and Nancy's mom comes out and she says, "I don't think I'm going to drink anymore. I just don't feel like it. Bye, honey. Have a good day at school." And we go through all of that, and then Greg's alive again, Tina's alive again, Rod's alive again, and they're all in the convertible that is down, and uncontrolled by Greg, the top goes over them and locks, and the windows go up. And what does the top look like? Didn't look like this before. Anybody? It's green, it's red, it's Freddy's sweater. And then as Nancy realizes what's going on, she looks back at her mom, who gets Barbie doll pulled through. I'm sorry. A Barbie doll pulled through the window.
Yes, it was so damn funny. It was like she was a doll.
I mean, it was not. We knew it. It's not like we didn't know this was what it was.
It's more obvious. It was so damn funny. What's funny is that it scared me as a kid when I first saw it, but now that I see it as an adult, and I can imagine it's like Freddy's like, "Come here, honey."
Come here, baby. Give me a big one.
Oh my God.
And we all know the fact that there is no way that a grown woman can make it through that tiny little window. It ain't happening. Not gonna happen. Even a Barbie doll wouldn't fit through that window. They had to do some special stuff to get that to work right.
Yes.
But we are left with the knowledge that Freddy's not done yet. Nancy may have gotten away, but Freddy's not done yet. And it's something that is set up through the whole series, including Freddy's Dead. If you listen to the song by Iggy Pop at the end of the credits, as the credits are going on, as the song ends, Iggy's line is, "Do you really think Freddy's dead?" He starts off by saying, "Freddy's dead, Freddy's dead." We you know, he goes through the whole song, and then at the end of the song it says, "Do you really think Freddy's dead?" Okay, so oh, now we have to go to this one.
Oh dear God, it's like somebody's fan fiction gone wrong with the sequel.
Freddy's Revenge, number 2. November 1st, 1985, an hour and 27 minutes long and obviously R-rated. This, first of all, we did not have Wes Craven involved with this except for the fact that he created the characters. Well, one of the characters. And the world that they lived in. Teenage boy is fan fiction. A teenage boy is haunted in his dream by a deceased child murderer, Freddy Krueger, who is out to possess him in order to continue his reign of terror in the real world. Okay, first of all, Freddy doesn't need to possess anybody.
Oh.
Why would he want to possess you when he can go after multiple people in their dreams? Just asking.
I'm just wondering. It doesn't make any sense.
Mad Chatter's going away. No, we love you, Mad Chatter, but we know. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for stopping in. We appreciate it.
Please come back when you can stay longer. Yes, Dustin, that is true. With Jason Goes to Hell, and Freddy's the one that goes, and he actually says at the beginning of Freddy versus Jason, he actually said he had to go all the way to hell to get his power back. And yeah, that was kind of foreshadowing of the Freddy versus Jason movie. What is it? Unlike the first film, this film was written by David Caskins, who, from what I understand, wasn't really too knowledgeable about Freddy, and directed by Jack
How can you do
Toller.
a freaking movie on a character and not know what that character is about and just make a completely different rendition of him is bullshit.
Yeah.
Sorry, but bullshit.
The studio, in my opinion, wanted to ride the coattails of the first film. This film, for many fans, was a big disappointment and did not live up to the first film. Matter of fact, there were people who quit watching Nightmare on Elm Street completely. They never watched another movie because of this film.
Well, number 2 is quite befitting for it because it's a shit pie.
I treat this film like I treat the second Highlander movie. It doesn't exist.
Yes. Yes.
But we're going to go through here. The first scene, the school bus scene. Okay, let's talk symmetry here. Because
is somebody snoring?
My husband is behind me snoring. I'm sorry.
I thought I was hearing things. I'm like, oh my God, either somebody has a freaking lion in the room.
I could say that's Igor in his box.
There.
Yes.
I could say it's Igor in his box.
Yes.
He's in the box. Okay, gotcha.
Let's talk symmetry here, because this is what they use in this scene at the beginning and the end of the movie. They do this school bus scene. I swear they use the same footage in parts of both of it, except for a couple of things. Again, Freddy may be down, but he's not defeated. you start out in Jesse's dream. Jesse is the main character. First of all, it's a boy. I have nothing against male final guys. Is that the way I'm gonna say it? Final guys?
Yeah,
I have nothing against final guys. I really don't.
No.
But you can't ask a final guy to be a final girl. Yes, the film is the redheaded stepchild of the series.
Yes, it is.
Not even that. Now, note of interest, in the beginning scene, Robert Englund, without his makeup on, is the bus driver. In the ending scene, it's not Robert Englund, it's somebody else. They tease us with it, and like I said, they were trying to ride the coattails here. When Jesse opens the door to Lisa to go to school, she's standing with her back to him, and her hair from the back looks like Nancy's hair was styled. So they tease us a little bit there with, you've got a Nancy character here, and no, she's not a Nancy character. Although I do like the actress. She's not quite as pretty as Heather Langenkamp, but I do like that actress.
Yes.
She's a very good actress as far as I'm concerned, even though she was stuck with a stupid role. She actually comes with some really cool hairstyles in this movie. There's a really good line in this. It's, "You got the body, I've got the brains." Freddie does this in the second dream, I think it is, that Jesse has. Jesse's looking for his dad, and he can't find his dad, and he's like, "Dad, Dad," and Freddie shows up and he says, "Your dad can't help you now." So, Freddie is a dream killer. Why does he need a body?
No.
I wonder too.
The whole premise of this movie is Freddie needs Jesse's body to return to killing. Why? He didn't need a body to
reign terror in the real world, but he's got a leg in both worlds, so
he didn't need a body.
If he wants to. He can project himself as he needs to. So wasn't this the same one that had the the one guy?
Yes.
The funky guy dancing on the bed, and he's like,
yeah,
everyone's wondering.
Yeah, and his girlfriend, his mom opens the door, and his girlfriend's standing there, and he's like, yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right. They kind of bleed together, but that one kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
It depicts Ting Ang's pretty damn well, I will say.
It does.
Because I don't know how many times I've done that, when I was growing up, Oh, okay.
Yeah. Next time.
He made me do it. He possessed me. It wasn't me. It was Freddie. It was who?
Yeah. Who?
Never mind. Who?
The house has a heating problem. The air conditioner's not working. It kills the bird. It.
Oh
wow.
Yes, I remember that part where the bird exploded, and the dad said that he loaded it full of explosives earlier.
Yeah. And the other thing is the first couple of scenes with the dad, he's like, "There's no heating problem. It's just you wanting to cause problems or something." And then there's right before the birds, he gets up and he looks at the thermostat and he says, "It's hotter than hell in here." It's like, dude, your whole family has been telling you this up until this point in the movie, and you haven't done shit about it because you think you can fix everything in the house.
Because he told them, "Don't touch the thermostat. No one touches the thermostat." That's why. Yeah,
so that became a meme for a while, among other shows. Like fathers and thermostats, they just know. They just know when you're going to be messing with.
Who touched the thermostat? My dad sends for tuning. I'm like that. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
Yes. I still do that.
Yeah.
But the obvious, I mean, how can you go from "it's not that hot in here" to "holy hell, it's freaking hell in here" within like a couple, and not even a minute?
And that brings up, it's been 5 years. What's been going on with this house for 5 years? And then it's been 5 years, and you're the first person in there that actually finds Nancy's diary that nobody saw in the house before, and was never mentioned in the first movie or any subsequent movies. And Nancy's not dead, so why would she leave her diary there?
Right.
Yeah, it just seems too convenient right there. Or Freddy must have planted it.
Or maybe it's not Nancy's diary, it was a plant by Freddy.
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Like that?
Yeah, again, why would he do that? I don't know. What is it with his, again, what is it with Jesse's dad wanting to fix I mean, he's Mr. Handyman, I can't do it. He can't fix anything, but he's trying to fix everything so he doesn't have to call a plumber. He doesn't have to call somebody to fix the AC. He doesn't have to.
Yeah, well, what do you expect? It's the 1980s back then, and, you know, they were a lot more egotistical back then.
I still haven't figured out why his dad seems to have it out for him all at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's like Jesse has been in trouble or something before that we don't know about. And they don't explain that or anything. And his dad is on his case from the first scene that you see the two of them in. I don't know where that comes from either.
Yeah.
Although I do sympathize with Jesse, because there's that scene where he walks down the stairs. He's going to go to his girlfriend's for the pool party.
Yes.
Hey, Fox Adventures. Hello. He's going to go to his pool party, and his dad tells him to get back upstairs and unpack his room.
You're into his house. His house.
Mike.
His house.
I knew that was coming. Night, Fox Adventures.
Yep.
I've had my dad do that to me when I had 2 children, and my dad did that to me. 27 years old, and my dad did that to me. So yeah, I sympathize with that one. So the birds, the bird thing. One bird kills the other bird, which we don't actually see. We just see the cage under the black sheet going crazy. And then Jesse tries to find out what's going on, and the other bird gets out after fighting him and goes and attacks them and then blows up. What? What?
You know, it's so funny. They're playing horror music, scary stuff while the bird is attacking people. I just think it's pretty damn funny. I don't know why. I'm just weird.
Yeah, it's, hey, Fear the Great White is with us again.
Hello.
Hello, Fair.
Hey, Fair.
Those are actually 2 really good. Well, actually, I haven't seen a channel come in here yet that's not really good. So check each other out. You might find something you like. We talked about Nancy's diary, which gave insight into Freddy because of this girl that went crazy, which, first of all, Nancy didn't go crazy. Nancy's still alive. Why is she not got her diary with her? And yeah, we
Yeah. Like
and
I
this
said,
is
it's somebody's fan fiction.
yeah, it is. It really is. Hangover from the original movie. We talked about this a little bit last time. The barefoot walking outside, especially in the rain. Now, granted, in dreams, you don't always have shoes on. I can get that. I've had dreams where I've gone shoe shopping, and I hate shoe shopping. Be safe, PA. Be safe. Love you.
See you later.
Five Nights at Freddy. Five Nights at Freddy.
Yep. Hey,
yes, remember to share remember to share out the stream, guys. Remember to like it. Team Kenny in fishnets, and it's happening, Kenny. Don't forget those when you share it out.
Yes. Don't forget the platforms either.
Don't forget the platforms either, yeah.
Okay, what kind of war crime?
But Tina walks out of her house and she's barefooted and she's walking on wet concrete asphalt. And I'm sorry, I put shoes on before I walk out the door for that type of thing. I mean, granted, when I was younger than she's supposed to be, I didn't, but as a teenage girl, yeah, I did. But here we see Jesse walk out of his house, and what is this with this outfit? I don't know if
I was just thinking that I'm looking at the trailer right now. I'm watching Dr. Wolfila's, he's got to run through with some of these, or he commentates to these. And I'm just looking at their clothing, and I'm just like, oh my God, what's the freaking bow in the hair? What's the big bangs, the shoulder pads? Oh my God.
That was so
not only that,
really
the big baggy, tidy whities. And that's
Jesse, 95% of the movie, Jesse is wearing the same outfit.
Mm-hmm. I guess it's the same day. I don't know.
We got 10 minutes, people.
Yeah.
All right.
So he goes in. He walks from his house all the way downtown to a gay bar.
Yep. Why?
Barefooted. Why? And this is in his dream, quote unquote. And he runs into his gym teacher, who he knows hangs out there. So again, him and his gym teacher have issues. So why would he even go there? There is so much wrong with this movie. And when he walks into the bar, suddenly his clothes are dry and his hair's still wet. He gets a beer at the bar. They don't try to card him. They don't ask him for money. None of that stuff. It's only stopped when he goes to drink and his gym teacher puts his face in it. Yeah, his gym teacher. That gym teacher in the 80s would have been in big trouble because there was a lot of homophobic scare in the school systems.
Oh yes, there was.
And he would have lost his job way before he even got to this point.
I love making 2 Fox Adventures. Thanks.
we see Freddy taking over Jesse when he's not dreaming, when he is dreaming. Again, this is not Freddy's MO. This is not his modus operandi. This is not how he works. What the fuck?
Yeah, like I said, it's somebody's fan fiction right here.
And as we end as we begin. Everybody's happy, and Jesse's brought back by the love of Lisa. What the fuck again? That's not the way it works. And they're on the school bus and everybody's happy, and all of a sudden they realize that Freddy's driving the bus and they're going over into what they went into in the beginning of the movie. This has also been called the Gay Elm Street.
Yeah.
It was not meant to be that much homosexuality. It wasn't supposed to be that much overt. The only homosexual theme that they had decided was going in there was the gym teacher.
Yes.
They did not know that he was one of the village people, apparently, because obviously these people look like they came from, I was half expecting the village people to pop out.
Yeah.
But,
that's as progressive as you could get from the 1980s back then.
But they went really further than that. But they didn't think that it was when they were doing it. Like I said, there are a lot of people who will ignore the thing is even there. There are a lot of people who will not watch it. I don't like it. I actually watched it so I could remember how bad it was. I feel sorry for Mary because I didn't warn her not to watch it before she watched it. Yeah, that's my husband. You hear my husband in the background, guys. I'm sorry.
Although I know a certain amount of maybe some leg beards would actually enjoy.
Now, next week we're going to be doing creepypastas and fan art. We're going to come back to the Nightmare on Elm Street, but we're going to take a break and go to creepypastas and fan art first. And our cosplay shows. We were going to pick one creepypasta, and we haven't picked it yet. We're going to pick one creepypasta and figure out which are we going to. See, we had a couple where we were going to pick one creepypasta and highlight them, and then another, so we were going to do a creepypasta and put it up against a SCP. And I don't know which we want to do first. So we'll discuss that this week, and you guys will find out next week when we come back. Yeah.
Fun.
It is going to be fun. It's going to be so much fun. Again, we do have some fan art to show you guys. I can't wait. We've got some stuff from Pet Fox. We've got some, can't remember who else we've got, but we've got fan art. If you haven't sent us fan art and you want it shown, make sure you send it to us.
Can we put that Dezombified? Can we put up that piece of fan art that Brenda sent in for us?
Yes, please, because I don't have that one.
It's absolutely gorgeous. She did such a great job. Love it.
Oh, also my bad doily I put in the server.
I'm trying to type this in while you guys are talking.
Yes. Yes, I've actually made that one. That was actually 2 months for me to do, and I am saying that's worthy to be put into a vampire's castle.
Ooh. Okay, we all scream.horrorhoneyz@gmail.com. Send your fan art there. As for the SCPs, I've also noticed the Pumpkin Queen is going through and doing some of the SCPs. She just did quote unquote number 1.
Yes.
We want to thank, oh my goodness, we want to thank Dezombified for letting us be here.
Oh.
For letting us do this.
Oh, yes.
And for supporting us, for putting us together. We should have Mary back next week.
Yeah, bring Patrick back.
Yeah.
I'll make sure that we've got a good face-off with the SCP and the creepypasta. Guarantee it.
Oh, yes.
Old Dame, I know this.
We've got all of you in the Z Horde that we love, and we adore having you here, and all of our lurkers. Yes. We love to have you here as well. Again, we ask that you make sure you get this out there so we can have more people in here. I know people are getting tired of being cooped up in their homes, but we're trying to give you some entertainment while you're here.
Yes.
I think we've all got fun stuff. The amazing what the fuck is SCP-001.
Oh,
he's claiming that. He is claiming that. That's kind of scary. Dezombified has memberships. You can not only be a subscriber, you can be a member and get all sorts of goodies for that.
Yes, and we have a few new members too that we received the other day too. Who was all that came in? Is we have Evil Outcast is a member, and we had Pink Deadeye joined us as well, and Fat Fox. Yeah, so welcome to the crew.
Yes.
And I'm going to do this now because I didn't get to do it when they did the live stream. Was it last night? Night before last. Happy birthday, Kenny.
Happy birthday.
Kenny had a birthday this week, and if you missed the live stream, you can go look at it. It's on this. It's right there on their site too. Right where
Kenny
this
gets a
one will be.
whooping of his lifetime.
Yeah,
he did.
And if you see CCG running around, wish her a happy birthday too, because hers was Thursday.
Yep.
And it was somebody else, but I can't remember now. But I want to make sure that you guys know that we are going to have things going through this week. I'm sure Bansheeba's probably going to have a TikTok or two.
Maybe. It all depends.
I know that Dame Saturday's got something.
Oh yeah, I always got something.
She's always got something going on, and she's been keeping me entertained this week.
Well, somebody has to.
Wait, Pinky's here? Where's Pinky? So yeah, we're going to end the show now, and we will be back next week, 3:00 Eastern. We all scream the Horror Honeyz. Wait a minute. We all scream the Horror Honeyz.
He's SCP-086. Yes, he is.
Oh, yes.
I think I'm SCP-0.0.004 or something.
I know some people are Dr. Spanko.
Oh my God.
Bird.
Give me the bacon. Give me the bacon. Yeah, I want bacon right now for some reason. But
my God, it's that good.
We will talk to you guys next week. We are going to put together a great show for you. So please come, please invite your friends and get everybody there for it. And I'm sure Dezombified has got several things coming up this week. Check them out. I think Twitter is the best, or their Facebook. Those are the two best ways to find out what they're doing. I believe
Dezombified has a show coming up in 4 days, I believe, or is it 5 days? That was yesterday that I got that message. I can't remember. 4 days.
Oh,
we love you too, Sojen.
We love you too. Aww. That's who I didn't see today. Horror Queen's not here.
Yes, my Squishy, where is he?
I don't know. Actually, there's a couple people who didn't show up. Next time on Dezombified, Scooby and the gang convert Florida Man into the dark side. Oh, to the dark side, and find the snoring.
And yes, you are indeed Dr. Bright. I will agree with you there.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's funny. He's gonna hate us. He's gonna hate us.
He got his new CPAP machine this week, and he was fighting with it last week. So yeah, or last night. So, but we're going to say good. Well, I don't like that word. We're going to say be safe in all that you do this week, so that you can come back and join us next week and bring more people.
Thank you, all of you. You make
you
all of this
here. We couldn't do this without you.
Yes.
And we couldn't enjoy this as much without you guys, because yes. And I'm being told music and stream avatars after the show. So stay tuned. And 1, 2, 3. It is
bittersweet dreams.
Mwah. Mwah. Be safe. Oh my gosh. I'm so embarrassed.
Oh. If anything, the snoring goes well. We're talking about sleep here. It fits.
Yes.
But do it in a fun way. I think it fits well.
I'm sitting here and I'm pushing on him and I'm kicking him and everything trying to get him to quiet down a little bit and he's just kidding. And
I dare
know.
you to wake him up though.
I know. Oh my goodness.
Funny.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Excuse me.
It's
all good.
okay. It's okay. Yes, it is. They're saying it's okay. Ow.
Oh.
Ow. Ow. And it worked well because we were talking about green demons.
Oh, they can still hear us. Oh, wow. Hey, okay. Hot mics.
Not Mike.
Eavesdroppers, you sickos. Leave. Get out of here. I'm kidding.
Who let you guys into our green room?
Back up.
I like that music. Huh?
Baron.
Yeah. Okay. I know. It's okay. Are we off mic now?
I don't know.
So funny. I'm watching them talk.
Yeah, me too.
What's
They're making fun of us.
Run away.
They're